Hey guys, my name is Robin from Consistent Life Balance and welcome to my YouTube channel. So on my juice fast, I started it about a week ago after a 2.5 day water fast. It was 66 hours of nothing but water, and then I continued it on with the juices. So no solid food right now since about a week, and in this video I would like to show you a full day of juicing. All my juices. What I am juicing. You see me then later on, juicing. You see everything else on my juicing day, how I succeed, how I allow myself to get all the detoxifying, all the cleansing effects of a juice fast. And of course also to supply my body with adequate nutrition that I can maintain and hold on to my muscle mass and my strength, because I'm a strength athlete and therefore don't want to lose my hard efforts and my muscle mass. Awesome that you're here and watching the video, and I will walk you through a complete day of juicing. I will pick Saturday, which is a day I'm not so busy. It's a little bit more relaxed, and I thought it would be a great day to show. So let's go. Saturday I woke up at around 7:30. Then I did my morning yoga routine, morning yoga session, which always feels very nice, flexible training and breathing exercises directly after waking up. It was about 45 minutes, and afterwards I did 1.5 hours of working at home, just the usual stuff, but not as much as during the working week. It was on the weekend. I always do a little bit in the morning, and then I'm free for the day. After this work, I went with my father to the market in our city. It's so epic for myself to shop once a week in the market, which allows myself to get the highest quality of fruits and vegetables, because quality is so important. And when you juice your fruits and vegetables, you don't want to put just all kinds of fruits and vegetables in the grocery store, buy them and juice them. You definitely want to pay attention on the quality of the produce which you're juicing, because then you get better results when the food and the fruits and vegetables has higher quality. And that's the reason why I go to the market once a week and get the best green vegetables, get the best carrots, fruits, stuff like that, which I need on my juice fast. I not only rely on that, I also go to normal markets and organic shops, but once a week I go to the market, and then maybe 1 or 2 smaller shopping trips during the week. So in general I go shopping usually 2 times, but maybe also 3 times a week. And that's what I did on Saturday. So we were at the market, visited the city a little bit, because it's also amazing, a feeling of a little bit for me like a vacation, because it's an old city and it feels, and when you only go there once a week, it always feels amazing to be walk through all the fruits and vegetables, see all the market sections, and get really especially what also is important, not only the quality, also the discounts on the market. So you get large amounts of greens, large amounts of fruits and vegetables with much less price, and therefore it's much better also if you want to save some money, get some discounts there. Especially the greens are very expensive in the supermarket, and there you get it much cheaper. For example, 1 kilogram of greens I get there for €2, or $2. This is very inexpensive. In the supermarket you buy like a small pack of baby spinach, or like arugula, or lamb's lettuce, like 100 grams, and you just pay also like €2 sometimes, or $2, and that's way too much. in the supermarket, and therefore you get higher quality, and you get also at the market you get the discounts. Yes. And then after getting all the things we needed, we also did a little walk around in the city, and then we got back to the car with all our stuff. It was heavy because if you buy fruits and vegetables, it's not like very dense like what most people eat, like processed foods, meats, nuts, seeds. These things are very concentrated, and you don't have to carry that much with these products, of course, regards to weight. And fruits and vegetables, they need a lot of space, and they also are heavy. Of watermelons, all kinds of greens, because they're not so calorically dense. And then we had to carry everything to the car. We drove home, and then when I was at home, I did my home workout, because I have a studio at home. I have a training gym in my cellar downstairs, and it's amazing that I have this, so I can do my workout at home. I have everything from a bench to a squat rack to all kinds of weights to a lat pull machine, and that's all I need, because my training is very simple. And that's what I did. I did an upper body session, and I was surprisingly strong. So far I didn't consume anything, no juices, nothing, only water. And I want also to show with this that it's all possible on a juice fast. So you can drain on an empty stomach on a juice fast. It's for me no problem. My body is very efficient, because I'm doing this year over year, and my body really knows that the juices will come later, and that I'm really also can work out, and there's no worry for my body. So upper body session, I was also strong. I was had exactly the strength as before my detoxification program, and this was surprising for me. So I did 75 kilograms bench press for many reps, for 12 repetitions, and this is I think strong, and I thought I would lose this strength, but for me I could maintain it so far. And about this I will talk about later, how I maintain this with my juices, how my routine exactly looks like with the juices. And then my workout was finished. I always do some meditation afterwards. I always then do a cold shower. We have an outside shower, and then I relaxed. And so all the important things were done. So I did my morning yoga session. I did my work. I went to the market, bought all the wonderful fruits and vegetables, and I also got my strength training in. And so I could relax, and of course I could also relax if I wouldn't do this, but it's always feels epic if you have done already so much and haven't consumed anything. And then I found I'm much more even grateful when I will start then with my food or with my juices on my juice fast. And that's what I did. I usually start at noon, so 12, or at 2, so between this range. And on this day it was very late on Saturday. It was at 2 p.m. when I started with my juices, and you see it's all possible. You can also do intermittent fasting when you do a juice fast, and I also prefer the style. So I do every single day like an 8-hour window where I drink all my juices. And then let's go juicing. I drove back to my father where my juices on the weekend, the green style light. And then I started with the combination of watermelon and greens. It's always my favorite to combine a sweet component and a green component. I found this works best for myself and best for my clients, because you get the benefits of both worlds. The sweet component to give your body the calories, the fuel it needs, and the more vegetable, the green component is the minerals, the chlorophyll, and all the other important antioxidants. And I found when I just only drink the sweet component on its own, in the juices, it can be too high in sugar. Watermelon is okay because I also juice the rind. The rind is amazing. You already have the green with it. If it's organic, you can use the rind. But still, with grapes, with apples, if you drink large amounts of them, I think it's a burden on your body. When you overconsume fruit juices, I wouldn't recommend doing it. I would always put some green vegetables to it. For example, cucumbers, celery, all kinds of lettuces, just to get the sugar content a little bit down and that your pancreas has to work much less with that. And if you would only drink like green juices, you would not get enough fuel, you would not get enough calories, and so you would also see a big decline in your muscle mass. And we don't want this. We want to maintain our muscle mass because our muscle mass is important. We want to lose everything else. We want to lose the waste matter, the toxins, the heavy metals, the excess fat on our body. But we don't want to lose our muscle, or we want to maintain it in the best way we can. So in general, I have the sweet component, as I mentioned, and the green component. And for the sweet component, my personal favorite ones are watermelon, grapes and carrots. Watermelon, grapes, carrots. And the green component, my personal favorites are celery, cucumber, all kinds of lettuces, spinach, and also there's some dandelion leaves and sometimes stinging nettle, which has a very high protein content, 7 grams of protein per 100 grams or 100 milliliter. It's phenomenal how high this content is, because spinach has already 2.8 and this has 7 grams of protein per 100 grams. Amazing stuff. But I also experienced that you can overdo certain vegetables because they also have some anti-nutrients, and you really have to find the optimal amount for you, because some things are very low in toxins, like cucumber, all kinds of lettuces. You can drink in large amounts, you won't feel anything bad. But if you use some really dense stuff, like also some cruciferous vegetables, which have goitrogens, you should definitely pay attention that you don't overdo them, because, for example, goitrogens can inhibit the normal function of the thyroid. So if you use these vegetables, these goitrogen-rich vegetables like Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cabbage, stuff like that, then you definitely want to rotate them. Use them sparingly sometimes. I'm not a big fan of them. I stick to the things I mentioned before, especially the lettuces, the cucumbers, the celeries, the spinach. But you can also use them sometimes. They can help boost some nutrition, but don't overdo them. And when you consume them, rotate them. That you just don't give your body toxic anti-nutrients in too much doses. And my juices in general are very simple. I don't like complication. I just love the simplicity, and therefore always the sweet component, the green component, and I just tune into my body. I listen to it, and I really focus on what lets me feel the best. Beet juice, for example, and here you can see also the yellow beets. It's amazing. It's even higher in minerals, I found, and also lets me feel even better. It's amazing for athletic performance, in general, beet juice. You also don't want to overdo it, so I would recommend 1 large beet every single day, maximum, or 2 to 3 smaller ones, or 2 medium ones. Because I found there are also some anti-nutrients. If you drink massive amounts of beet juice, it is burdening yourself. You can feel it. It's some toxicity inside, and therefore it's a great addition to your juices. But don't use it as a pure juice. Just put it to other things. And I use all kinds of lettuces, as you see here, romaine lettuce. I use cucumbers. I use especially watermelon is my base, because watermelon allows yourself to get juice in a very quick time, and watermelon is just so hydrating in summer, and you get it's so also cost effective yet. So you pay not so much and get a lot of juice out of it. As an addition, I also use sometimes lemons, especially with grapes. They're great, they taste like lemonade, and some ginger, some basil you can use, or some garlic if you want. I'm not a big fan on it on a juice fast. It's always like too strong for me, I found, in just the taste, but you can definitely also use it in small amounts, but just listen to your body, how it feels. And that's, in my opinion, one of the most important things. You want to tune into your body feelings, and you don't want to be too much in your head. Just go more into your body and really feel what's right for you, which juices, which fruits and vegetables let you feel the best, and in general how your elimination is, how your detoxification is. Adjust the juices right to that. Another thing which is very important, I think, is rinsing your mouth after your juices. In general, the teeth hygiene is very important on a juice fast, and you definitely don't want to get teeth problems on your juice fast, so pay attention on that. Always after sweet juices, or especially the sour juices, the acidic juices, rinse your mouth afterwards, because then the stuff won't stay as long in your mouth, and you really flush it out, and your mouth can keep clean. And the other thing is, you should definitely brush your teeth minimum once a day, but not after acidic drinks. Always wait minimum half an hour to 1 hour, but then you can brush it. And you also should brush it, because if you're drinking juice, I'm only drinking it in an 8-hour window, but I'm drinking like constantly. I drink like every half an hour to every 1 hour. I drink a full glass of juice, or full cup of juice, and then you have some plaque builds up on your teeth, and you therefore want to brush it away from your teeth once a day. And this is what I do every single day. I wait after my last juice, like 1 to 2 hours, and then directly before bed, I brush it away. I just take water, nothing else. Since years, I have tried all kinds of toothpaste, and I think they're amazing things, but I'm really simple guy. I just take my toothbrush, which I have also like 6 years, my toothbrush, and I just put a little water, I brush the stuff down. That's the principle of brushing your teeth. You get the plaque down, and when this system of me brushing my teeth with that toothbrush works, then it's also great, because I never had problems. But it's very important to really pay attention on a juice fast on your teeth hygiene. I also pick the fruits and vegetables which are in season, and I always rotate them. For example, in summer I pick other vegetables and fruits than in autumn or in spring or in winter, and it's always, in my opinion, also important to choose after the season where you're in. Another important thing is that you drink your juices slowly. Don't just drink them down very quickly. Just leave them a little bit in your mouth with every sip, and then you can swallow them, the sips. But always sip after sip, and not just drink it very quickly down, because your body has to measure which kinds of nutrients are inside, the calorie amount, that the pancreas knows what's going on, that all your internal organs, your digestive organs knows what's coming in, what has to be absorbed, and it's much better. There's some pre-digestion starts in the mouth. So sip after sip I would recommend, and on a juice fast you can keep it very simple, so you can drink all the amounts you want. There's no restriction in regards to the amounts. You can drink as much as you want, but very important, drink them slowly. I would also recommend drink them in a specific window, but in this window you can drink all the amounts you want, but conscious and very selective with the juices, and just focus on your body feelings. How do you feel after you drink it? How is feeling in your belly? and really to tune into it. So now regarding the amounts, which amounts I'm drinking on my juice fast. I'm not drinking only like 2 to 3 cups a day. That wouldn't be adequate for myself, and I want to have all the benefits from it. I don't want to lose my muscle. I want to cleanse my body. I want to flush out all the waste matter which could potentially still be in my digestive system. And I would therefore also recommend to you drinking adequate amount of juices, because if not, then you will lose lots of muscle, as I mentioned, and you will also not flush out the waste matter. You won't flush out the mucoid plaque, which is probably in you, and in most people they have mucoid plaque, they have lots of waste matter inside them, and if they don't drink enough, their bowels have a hard time getting all the stuff out. And for me personally, an amount of 6 liters feels the best. 6 liters more or less. Sometimes 5 liters, sometimes but even 7 liters, but it's always like in 6 liters range. And of course it varies from day to day, how my activity level is, if I'm working out. There are so many factors around this, and I don't like measure it. I have to get the 6 liters. I know just from experience this is the amount I feel my best. I have the highest energy, I have performance, and yeah, therefore I also aim for this amount, that I know when I start juicing. Today I have to get about 6 liters in, and it's also important to have this in mind. So when you start your juice fast, you should know that you need minimum 4 liters of juice. And when you are a heavier person or with more muscle, you work out, you're an active person, you need more, much more even. I heard of people which need like 8 liters every single day, and it's very important to know exactly what is the right amount for you. For me personally, 6 liters is amazing, and here you can see all the juices which I'm preparing on these clips. And on this day I also had some blueberries. I have them sometimes, but not too much, because some fruits don't work very well in the juicer. Blueberries are okay, but if I overdo them, it backs up, and therefore I only put like 100 grams. But this 100 grams is so I found delicious in my juices, and also I think beneficial in regards to antioxidant capacity. So mainly I drink my fresh pressed juices, no solid food. But I still have some small things which I add in, which I will now mention. I take some trace minerals sometimes, not every single day, but sometimes I found some selenium, some zinc, some iodine. Feels amazing, and these things I always supplement through natural sources. Like I have the iodine, like some kelp tablets. I only use a small amount. I don't overdo it, because too much iodine can also be a problem. You need it for optimal thyroid function, but too much iodine can also block the thyroid from working correctly, and also can create problems. The selenium I get from like the mustard, like the Indian mustard. It's like powderized, and I just take a little bit. And it's also a great supplement. I found selenium is one of the most important things for me myself. I found the iodine and the zinc I use sparingly sometimes, but the selenium I use like more regular, like every day or every second day, and this feels amazing. I found my body needs a lot of selenium. It's probably because I'm a young person, I have lots of muscle, I'm doing workouts, and I'm using also a lot of selenium. And selenium, I found it's very important, because here in Germany also the soil is depleted in selenium, and we want to pay attention on these 3 minerals, especially in my opinion selenium and the iodine. And yeah, the second thing is I put around 1 tablespoon of spirulina into my juices and shake it. It tastes amazing. I love the taste of spirulina. I always put it to like a sweeter juice, and it's always like I put it at the end of my window, so I start with more lighter juices, like for example watermelon, greens, cucumbers, and then later on my juices get always like a little bit more dense, with grapes at the end of the window or maybe some apples. And I found this works best for me, so I'm getting more and more dense juices. I know that there will be sweet and sweeter, and so I'm looking forward to this whole day of juicing. It's not like I'm starting with the best and then it's always like less sweet. I found I work myself gradually up, and this works best for me. So 1 tablespoon of spirulina are about 10 to 20 grams. I always use sometimes a little less, sometimes a little bit more. I shake it and then I drink it also slowly. It's amazing, and I think this is the only, which you could say would be a solid food, but it's more like a powder in a very small amount. And I found these 10 to 20 grams are so amazing because these give me a little bit an extra boost in protein, and this small extra boost allows myself to hold on to my muscle mass, to my strength even better. I don't think this will in any kind of way hinder my progress or will stop my progress on this juice fast. I will still have all the detoxification effects, all the benefits of a juice fast with this tablespoon of spirulina. And therefore I can also recommend it to you that if you're an athlete, therefore add the 1 tablespoon of spirulina into your juices, shake it very well, that it's all homogeneous, and it's very nice addition to your juice fast. Next point is the calories. So what I'm exactly doing here. I found on a juice fast I need much less than before. I need about 500 to 800 calories less than when I'm normally eating. I need around 2000 to 2400 calories on a juice fast. I would say average are about 2200 calories every single day. I get this from my 6 liters, and I'm not drinking like lots of fruit juices. I use some grapes, but I don't overdo them, and therefore my juices are not so concentrated in general. And this amounts 2000 to 2400 and 2200 in average. Feels amazing for me. I have energy. My body needs a little adjusting period in the beginning to it, but then like 2, 3, 4 days in, my body knows, yeah, it's juice fasting again. I need less calories, and yeah, it feels amazing with this amount. I'm strong in the gym, and this also shows that this can be enough for a person like me. Then the protein, I found I need 60 grams of protein. I can also track it sometimes at chronometer. I found this is also beneficial for me to see what I'm getting. I'm always covering everything, like the amino acids are a little bit low sometimes, but in general I aim that I get 60 grams of protein. I found this amount is not great if you want to put on lots of muscle mass and strength. You definitely need some more building blocks, which is protein, which is amino acids, but you definitely can maintain, well, I can maintain my muscle mass and strength with just 60 grams of protein. And regarding the fats, I keep my fats very low on the juice fast. Of course, you get 10 to 15 grams from all the juices you drink, so already in fruits and vegetables there's still some fatty acids inside, especially in the greens, but I've still add in some more additional fat. Only a small amount. I found this works really balancing for myself, and I also think it's important for the gallbladder that your gallbladder empties its content on a regular basis, and therefore a small amount like 10 grams to 15 grams of an additional oil is very beneficial. And you don't want to use any kind of oil. You don't want to use like sunflower oil. I also don't recommend on a juice fast coconut oil or olive oil. This you can use it if you want in small amounts, but I would stick to flaxseed oil. I would stick to hemp oil, or like a vegan LJ based oil for the EPA and the DHA. If you're not a good converter from ALA to EPA and DHA, then you can also use this. But me personally, my preference, which I did the first 2 juice fasts, was the flax oil. Flax oil feels amazing for me, and for women I recommend the hemp oil because it has a higher omega-6 content, and you need a little bit more omega-6 when you're a woman. So a little bit more fat fruit oil, and which I consume at the end of my juicing window. So with my last juicing drink, I put a small amount of oil inside, like a tablespoon, which is about 10 to 15 grams of additional fat, and especially the omega-3 fatty acids are inside, which are very essential, especially to get the inflammation down and to give your body the essential fatty acids it needs. So in general, it's a very simple routine. I focus on fruits and vegetable juices. I can drink as much as I want. I've also focused that I drink them slowly, very consciously, and in general I don't worry about getting deficiencies. I just drink enough juice. I focus on my results. I focus that I'm feeling better and better every single day, that my body really cleanses, it works on stuff, it detoxifies, and that's an amazing feeling. I also got lots of mucoid blackouts in the years of doing this, because I always had like big problems with waste accumulation inside my bowels. I always had gut issues as a child, and all this stuff, these gut issues, all these constipation, all this bowel issues and gas formation which I had in the past is all gone. I eliminated all the stuff from my digestive system which has brought me to these problems, and then when these mucoid plaque and when all these waste matters come out, then you won't have the problems anymore. And juice fasting is so powerful for this purpose. It's in my experience the most effective way in cleaning out your body, the digestive system, especially from waste matter, toxins, and the hard rubbery mucoid plaque. Juice fasting is just an amazing tool for this. I will also make a separate video about my eliminations on this juice fast and on my last juice fast, because it was again amazing to see on this juice fast that there was still something inside me which I got out. And I will also do another video about strength training or working out on a juice fast, because many people have asked me about this, and it could be very interesting for a lot of you guys. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them down below in the comment section. And I would be also happy if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, that I can reach more people, that I'm growing better, and I really get this message out of cleansing, detoxifying, regenerating ourselves, health transforming ourselves, juice fasting, water fasting. And I think it's so beneficial for all of us, and therefore I really want to help as many people with my content here on YouTube, and also if we spread this knowledge together. You can also check me out at Instagram, Consistent Life Balance. I do also regular posts about juicing, raw foods, about cleansing, detoxification, about optimal diet, also about mindset, because it's also a very important piece of the puzzle. And in general, if you have personal questions, just write me a message there at Instagram, and I'm there for you. I would be happy if I can answer your question. I will keep you guys updated on everything else, how my juice fast will continue, how I'm breaking it. I will make a video also about the refeeding. And I now wish you all an amazing day. See you soon. Bye.